Welcome to episode 1342, Sebastian Siemiatkowski, 9 Lessons. This is an outline of episode 1342, lesson 1 to 5. This is lesson 6 to 9. Lesson 1 is a pioneer of buy now, pay later. While a student at the Stockholm School of Economics, he made in 2005, these three co-founded Klarna. And two, he has a miserable childhood. Born in 1981 in northern Sweden, 1 year after his intellectual parents immigrated from Poland. He had a rough childhood. He was poor because his parents divorced. His dad fell into unemployment and alcoholism, who eventually died. And 3, his biggest selling points to merchants, high conversion rate.
Is really create true frictionless shopping, to actually be able to convert 100% from the time you go to checkout to the thank you page.
And 4, his biggest selling point to customers, no interest, no fees, no late charges. And 5, his goal, the disruption of the credit card industry.
It's an $8 trillion business, right? Does that make sense? Is it really, is it meaningful that society pays $8 trillion for shifting, money back and forth in accounts? That's just not long-term sustainable. So this industry, the whole retail banking industry, payments is up for disruption. And it's definitely going to be a much smaller business going forward.
And 6, a better form of credit for consumers.
Tricky is that credit? Is it trying to trick you into debt? Is it, how long is it encouraging you to pay off? If you compare a credit card, there's a lot of tricky, nasty tricks going on, like revolve, pay less, do this, roll over for an eternity, what we call revolving credit, and they charge you up to 56% APR. Buy now, pay later is no interest, no late fees, and we actually ask you to pay down during a short period of time so that you don't roll it over forever. So.
And 7, user experience should be smooth.
So give us your point of view on what is a great user experience.
I think it's one that's not in your face, so you shouldn't really think about it. It should just be smooth. I mean, at Klarna we're very obsessed about the concept of smooth.
Yeah.
It's the word that we kind of read and think about. It's in how we communicate.
And 8, using AI and data to control risk.
You have to register something then at the beginning of the process?
No, you actually only use name and address to purchase. So what's key in our technology and what we've developed for a couple of years is really to be able to identify risk in an online environment. Behavior in how you're acting and what you're saying and what you're buying that can be used to make a risk assessment. And that is much, much more powerful than the typical type of scoring data that you would acquire from a credit bureau.
So 9, buy now, pay later fintech getting crowded in 2021 when Square acquired Afterpay for $29 billion.
Decade is going to be the upheaval of this banking industry. We're going to see a lot of new players coming. The fintechs are growing. The banks are trying to reinvent themselves, and then we have, as also recently announced, the big tech players trying to move into space. So this is an extremely exciting time, and I'm a little bit surprised to see consolidation happening this early.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and leave your questions and comments below. Wishing everyone peace and prosperity.